Hi. Right now I'm going to be on Revelation 12:6. And the woman fled up into the wilderness where she hath a place prepared of God that they should feed her there 1,260 days, which is 3.5 years. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels. Satan, which deceiveth the whole world, he was cast out into the earth, with his angels cast out with him. Now in Revelation 13:8, it says, and this is what I've been waiting for, I found it. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. This is what I've been waiting to talk about. So over here, the woman fled into the wilderness for 3.5 years, protected and prepared by God himself. And then the dragon falls to the earth. And here it says, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. Here, the ones that remain on earth are the ones that are going to worship Satan. They're going to be forced, and they're going to worship Satan, which is the Antichrist, possessed by Satan himself. And these people, their names were blotted out of the book of life. They didn't make it. Their names were not found in the book of life. Their names were blotted out. In other words, they never accepted Jesus. And if they did, they never received the baptism of the Holy Spirit, which is Jesus himself, in their hearts. So over here in Revelation 12:6, the woman fled into the wilderness where God prepared a place for her. And over here on Revelation 13:8, it says that all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb who was slain. So here, the people that are left on earth, which is the foolish virgins, they are going to have to die because their names were blotted out. They were blotted out of the book of life of the Lamb, which is the book of life. And they never bothered to be right with God like they were supposed to. They never made themselves ready. So here they're either going to have to worship Satan or be killed. There is no other choice. They're going to be killed. Either way, they're going to be killed because their names were not found in the book of life. But over here, the woman fled. They were protected by God himself. Over here, these people, their names were blotted out of the book of life. So they never bothered to make themselves ready. They were too involved in the world. They did not get Babylon out of them. They didn't get out of Babylon. They never made it a point to leave the world behind, to make themselves ready, to get all the junk out of their lives, out of their heart. They never did that. So now they are forced to obey Satan, the Antichrist, because their names were blotted out of the book of life. So I'm asking you now, it's still time. Make sure that your name is not blotted out of the book of life. Make sure about that, okay? Because if you don't, then you're going to end up over here having and being forced to worship Satan, the Antichrist, because these people's names were blotted out of the book of life. So I'll talk to you later.